All right, everybody, welcome. We'll begin with the chanting of Om today to introduce the practice of grounding and centering ourselves through mantra. And this is a part of traditional yoga that sometimes gets forgotten about as yoga has moved into more secular realms. But the chanting of Om is a practice that allows us to kind of present ourselves for our practice in a very grounded way, but also giving it full attention and, in a sense, also a type of devotion. But chanting in general helps us nullify some of the negative thought waves that we have going through the mind. Or even if they're not negative, maybe they're distractions, or maybe we're projecting into the future or reminiscing about the past. And as we know, there's nothing we can really do about the past. There's really not much. We can maybe say, I'm sorry, or we can learn from the past, but we can't really change anything. And so when we ruminate on the past, sometimes it brings in sometimes some negative thought waves. So as we know, practice of yoga is a practice to bring in a sense of positivity in our life and in the landscape of mind. So one way to do that is through chanting. So let me share the screen really quick. Okay, so again, this is from the Art of Living website, and they're talking about how Om chanting is a way to clear obstacles from your path, right? And we know that obstacles are presented primarily first in mind, and then they move forward. Of course, if we have a physical obstacle, that's something else, and that's not to be removed from, say, Om chanting. But what we can use the Om chanting for, if we have a physical obstacle, is to shift our thinking around that particular limitation that we perceive. So the chanting of Om is broken down into 3 to 4 parts, and the 4th part is silence. The 3 other parts are the syllables of Om. And Om is broken down into 3 syllables. One is which looks like the letter A. The second one is U, which looks like the letter U. And then the 3rd syllable is which is like at the end of the M sound or a humming sound. And then the 4th part of the chant is the silence. And all 4 of them complete one round of chanting Om. And typically, if you want to develop a home practice of chanting Om, I recommend that you chant Om 108 times, as slow as you can. And there are many videos on YouTube that can help you do that as well. And we'll practice it today here. Well, a few rounds, and we'll practice it by breaking down the syllables. So just go ahead and come into a comfortable position, whatever it is. You can be in a chair, on the ground, cross-legged. You can be in Vajrasana, whichever position you feel good about. So let's come to a straight spine. And let's begin by just connecting to the breath, the natural breath. So if you'd like, you can close your eyes. If you want to keep your eyes open, that's completely fine too. And just go ahead and begin to become aware of your breath. And first, by doing that, let's first listen to the breath. Just listen for a few rounds. And then from there, go ahead and try to find if you can see where the breath originates from, if it's a part of your body or your mind. And just locate it. Maybe it comes from the belly or the chest or the back of the head. And the reason why we want to locate the breath is because the Om depends on this relationship with the breath and depends on the relationship of the exhale to the sound. Now let's go a little further. Let's bring the attention of our breath to the tip of the nostrils, and let's inhale. And as we inhale and bring the breath in, bring the breath into the yogic breath or the diaphragmatic belly breath. So bring your breath into your belly and expand it. And as you exhale, feel the breath on the exhale rise upwards. So let's inhale and let the breath move down rather than up. So let it move down. Even though the trunk is lifting, the awareness moves down into the belly. And you fill the belly. And now exhale, you're going to press the belly in, and the breath is going to rise up to the chest and then up through the nostrils and out. And let's try that one more time. Inhale into the belly. And then exhale upward. Good. Now we're going to bring in some sound, and we're going to try to allow that sound to first come from the belly, first sound. And that's the sound, the A or the sound. So let's begin, and you can chant with me, and I'll chant the first one, and then you can join in. So I'm going to inhale into my belly. And from my belly, I'm going to produce that sound. Let's try that again. Inhale into the belly. Squeezing the belly in. And let's try one more time, creating that sound of the beginning of the Om, which stands for creation. Inhale. Pressing the belly all the way in and just feeling the vibration of that sound in the whole body. Okay, now just come to a natural breath. You may have noticed a shift already from just creating the sound. So this sound is the beginning of the Om in this breaking down of the syllables. And again, it's the creation aspect of the three parts. The next part is the oo sound, and this represents the maintenance or the management of the entire middle part of the Om. So that we sustain that if we can. And this sound is coming from the chest. So let's go ahead and produce the sound from the chest of the oo and practice that. So I'll chant it one time and then we'll go 3 more. Ooh. All right, join me, or of course you can just always receive it. Although the benefits are better if you actually produce the vibration yourself. So let's inhale, focus on the heart center. Again, inhale. And then one more, really tapping into the sustaining aspect of the sound. Inhale. You may notice that already it feels sort of like a meditation, and in fact it is. Mantra chanting is a part of the meditation practice. And so now we've moved from the sound to the oo sound. And now the third audible sound is the sound. And this represents the end of the mantra, or the culmination, the finishing of it. And it is pronounced like yum. And this vibration, although it's also in the heart, in the chest, it's also in the head region. And you can feel that because you're producing the sound with the lips together. So let's let the vibration there rest from in the head center, and let's produce the sound. So listen one time, and then we'll chant 3 more. I'll inhale. Even though the sound is generating from the lower belly and rising up, it really, we're focusing now on the head space. And join me. Inhale. Using that end sound, feeling the vibration in the lips. Inhale again. And then last one, and then we'll rest in silence just for a couple of moments to tap into the fourth of the 4 sounds. Inhale. Okay, and then from here, now we'll join the sounds in one full exhale together. So let's practice that with the hands now in the mudra of Anjali Mudra. And I'll take the screen share off. So let's bring the hands to the heart. And let's meditate on the sound of Om. As an action to begin our practice, as also a meditation to remove the fluctuations of the mental activity, to also bring in a sense of focus, and also to set us free and create space. So let's begin. I'll chant the first round, and then we'll do 3 times together. Inhaling. Okay, let's begin. If your eyes are closed, let your awareness settle at your heart center, or you can place it at the third eye, which is the space between the eyebrows, sometimes also called the middle of the brain. It's known as the ajna or the brahmudya. All right, let's begin. Inhale. Just resting in silence. Let's have a big deep breath in now, inhaling. And exhaling. Bow your forehead down. And just tap into that sense of surrendering to your higher power, your higher good. that sense of yourself that makes you feel in line with the elements and nature. All right, let's transition the throw the palm together now. So place the hands over your eyes. And then inhale deeply. And then exhale, bring your hands all the way out. And down. Okay, so tomorrow we'll bring in the practice where we bring the O in, because the and the U turns into an O, and we'll practice the O with the O. Okay, so from here, let's go ahead and switch the cross of the legs. We're just going to do one breathing practice to get us ready for the practice of asana. And if you'd like, you can sit in the Vajrasana or any comfortable position. I'm going to sit in Vajrasana with a blanket that is going to be underneath my hips. I don't know why, it just feels like I want to do that today. And I think it seems like a nice option for anybody else who wants to practice. So Kapalabhati, if you have experience with it, you know that it's the rapid pumping of the belly and then pushing the breath out of the nasal centers and the sinus. This also helps us stabilize the mind and become ready for practice. And it also is very energizing. So it has those two qualities, that it calms the mind, but it also energizes the body. So, and it also helps a lot with digestion. Sometimes when I'm feeling really stagnated with my digestion, I'll do a few rounds of it and right away it's ready to go. Okay, so let's bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. And we're going to pretend that we're blowing our nose. So we're going to inhale and imagine that you're really stuffy and you need to push the mucus out and blow it. So push it out. Place the opposite hand on the belly, and you'll notice that the belly pushes in. So that's the action. So if you do want more instruction, I can break it down, but currently right now, since we're in this intermediate advanced class, I'll just move into the practice. And please let me know if you want me to make a little video just to break it down, which I can do. All right, so we're just going to go into the practice, those of us who are here live. So let's begin. We're going to inhale, place the hands on the belly, just so we make that contact. And let's exhale rapidly, inhale rapidly, and begin pumping the belly. 1, 2, and 3. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's release. And then inhale deeply. And then exhale, you can side out or let it go. Good, let's interlace the fingers. We're going to do round 2 with the arms in the Pavartasana. Raise the arms up. And let's look at the belly this time and inhale another round of 36. And begin. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, let's put it down. Good. Last variation, we're going to bring the hands all the way back to the shoulder blades. And if you can, cross the wrists and then place the hands down. If that's not possible, it's okay. Just rest the hands against the shoulders or the shoulder blades. Good. And let's go ahead and inhale, look down, and begin one more round of 36. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, reach up. Look up and then exhale, bring your hands all the way down to the heart. Good, and turn the palms up. And now inhale. And then exhale, let the exhale last a little longer than the inhale. Exhale again. And exhale. All right, super. Okay, so let's go ahead and now practice some asana. And we'll move into sun salutations today because we need some sun here in California. So let's go ahead and just come under the hands and knees first. And let's stretch the legs back to sit from sitting in Vajrasana. Maybe we got a little stiff. And then the left leg too. Good. And then knees apart, big toes together, come to child pose. Let's stretch the back. Stay connected to your breath by breathing into the back ribs. Okay, super. And then from there, let's go ahead and just stretch out to the right. Come to a nice lateral stretch to open the sides of the ribs and the connective tissue there that's there. You can tend to get pretty tight. And then each time we hold the pose again, come to that meditative mind, that observation of breath, coming to the present, listening to the breath, or engaging with your breath, or directing it. So let's release, and let's go to the other side, lengthen to the left. And let's release, come forward, and then stretch again one more time. And then from here, let's come up, hands and knees. And let's go ahead and rock back, take our knees apart, and go ahead and fold into Malasana. Good, then from there, come into the hands and knees, and let's go ahead and come up into a cat-cow. So 1 second, I'm gonna go get a mat, because I think the color of my clothing and the mat itself makes me look like one blob. Okay, so let's come under the hands and knees and let's work into cat-cow again. And we're gonna modify, we're gonna bring in the upper body opening. So let's lift the tailbone, lift the chest, look up. And then exhale, move the tailbone first, and then roll through the whole spine, bring your chin. Try it again, lift the tailbone, look up. And then exhale, it's round, look down. And just go through each vertebrae. Inhale, lift the tailbone, let the heavy elastic come up. And then lower the tailbone, let the heavy elastic come down. Inhale, lift tailbone. Inching your way up your spine, exhale, lower the tailbone, and again, coming through the spine. And again, a couple more times, pressing the hands to the floor. Exhale, gliding your breath along with each vertebrae. One more inhale. And let's go ahead and exhale. Good. And then from here, let's walk the hands forward down. Now we're going to open the upper back and bring the chest down. You got to stick your booty up a little bit, but try not to overarch the lower back. Press the knees down apart so you firm the outer hips a little bit. Good. Now we're going to look up and then bend the elbows. Bring the hands into a prayer position behind your head. Good, and from there, let's release the hands straight again. And now come up just a little bit And then take your right arm underneath your left armpit and let's open again to the side. So into that thread needle. Bring your breath in nice and long, stay steady. Let's hold the pose and you can meditate on the pose. Lengthen the right side of the body. Follow your last breath out. And then exhale, let's go ahead and unwind. Bring that right arm back out into that position of the puppy dog position. And then switch. Left arm comes under the right armpit. And let's turn. Keep your hips balanced over the knees. Good. Complete the breath, and then let's release. Come back in that puppy dog position. Good. And then come up. Walk your knees all the way to the wrist. Let's sit in Vajrasana position. Then interlace your fingers, turn your palms up, release the arms all the way up, lengthen. Good, and then exhale, let's turn again, let's turn to the right, look over the right shoulder. And let's release it, and interlace again, opposite, turn the palms up, and let's turn to the other side. Okay, let's release. Now place the hands forward. Let's go ahead and walk back again a little bit to the middle of the mat. And let's come into the final balancing. We're going to release the right leg back. And then raise the right leg up. And then again, try not to overarch the lower back. It's not important how high the leg comes. And let's reach the left arm forward. Good. Stay with the breath. And just hold the pose as gently as you can. Good, let's bring the left hand down. Now bring the right knee to the right elbow. Squeeze. And then stretch back, turn the left ankle out, come into side plank. Reach up. Good, reach the right arm over the ear. And again, lengthen. And then from here, raise the right arm, raise the right leg off the floor if that's okay. Good, release the right hand down, turn the hips, bend the right knee, and let's lift. And then bring the knee in and bring the knee to the nose or the forehead and then back again and up. Coming into tiger pose. And then again, and up. And in, and up. In, and up. And in, and up. And let's do 3 more. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale and lift. And 1 more. We now stretch the leg out back 1 more time, lower to the floor. Good, now release the left arm forward. Modified balance. Then release the hand down and let's lift the plank position. Bring your chest forward. I'm going to lower the knees down and then come back into Vajrasana. And let's go ahead and interlace the fingers, turn the palms to the ceiling. Reach up, and then now come down to the center and just wiggle your wrists and release the wrists. Yeah. And then switch the interlace and reach up again. And then exhale, let's come down, wiggle the wrists. Good, and then just flick them out. And now let's try the other side. Bring the hands to the tabletop position. Good, and then stretch the left leg back. Already here, try to lengthen the lower back. Pressurize the hands down, and then from there, inhale, lift the left leg up. And then balance on your left arm, right arm comes forward. Good, and just you can focus on, the muscles that you're activating. Stay present with your breath. Keep lifting the navel to the spine. It's really tricky. The upper back has to be open. Good, let's release the right hand down and then bring the left knee to the chest and touch the left elbow if you can. And an exhale, stretch back, come into that side plank. Turn the bottom of your right foot out. Good, and then reach over the left ear. Look under the armpit. And then inhale, bring both limbs up, left arm, left leg. Really squeeze that right hip into the socket. Good, and then let's release down, parallel, and let's bend the left knee. Good, just really connecting the glutes, and then inhale, bring the left knee into the forehead, and exhale back out into the tiger stretch. 2. Keep going. 3. Good. Inhaling, squeezing, exhale. 3 more. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. Stretch the left leg back and then stretch your right arm forward. Good. Release down. Again, lift plank position. And then this time, knees down, come to child pose. Bring your hands all the way back and curl the fingertips to the wrist. Now from here, look up. Just interlace the fingers behind the back. Wrap the shoulder heads up and back, and then bring the head down and release the arms overhead. Good, and release the hands back to the lower back, and then switch the interlace, and let's repeat. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Hold in position. Good, let's release the hands down, and then inhale, let's roll up to the spine, and come sit in Vajrasana. Good, turn the palms up, and let's connect to the breath. So we're going to do an even breathing. So we'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold for 4, Samaviti, for about 3 rounds. So turning the palms up, Let's come to a natural breath, straight spine, inhale. Exhale. Let's begin. Inhaling from the nostrils, high and nasal cavity. Let your belly be relaxed. Let's inhale for count of 1, 2, 3, and 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more round. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold. Slowly exhale with control. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold at the bottom of the breath, just resting in that quiet space. Good. And then from here, inhale, open your eyes if they were closed, reach the arms up. Exhale to the heart without holding. Again, 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the heart. And 1 more. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale all the way to the heart. Good. And now let's release into the Vajrasana. Stretch the legs back out. Grab hold of your block. Place your block at the top of the mat. If you don't have block, just do the practice without the block. No big deal. Place the block at the top of your mat. And we're going to place the heel of the hand at the very front of the block. Or front meaning towards us. So the line that's closest to us. And we're going to spread our fingers. Let's come into downward dog with the blocks to just warm up the wrist a little bit. So we're going to curl the toes and we're going to use the abdomen to lift up and straighten your knees. Come up into your downward dog. Have your feet separated about hip distance. Good. And then stretch your heels to the floor. Give your calves a good stretch. Bring your chest towards your side and lengthen through your arms to the side of the waist and armpit. Good. Let's go ahead and hold here for a few breaths. Bringing the blood to the brain. Let your breath cycle through the nostrils gently. Let your outer arms wrap back towards the outer hips. Good. And then from there, we're going to come forward and come to a plank position on the blocks. So bring the shoulders over the wrists. Press the floor away. Let's activate the abdomen in preparation for some salutation. Good. And then bring the knees to the floor and come into child pose. Keep your hands on the bricks if you can and stretch the armpits and the whole back of the arm. Bring the forehead down. Good. Let's try that again. Inhale. This time we're going to come up and let's work with the cat-cow a little bit. So inhale, arch your spine up. Exhale is round. Pick the kidneys up to the ceiling. And again, let's round and arch again. Now keep the arch in the spine if you can. Now curl the toes. Lift your navel and your pelvic floor. And let's come into downward dog again. Good. Just really stabilize the pose. Let the head receive the blood flow. Let your legs be firm. Walk them back a little bit if you notice that there's not enough weight in the legs. You can focus your breath at your navel center as the belly is relaxed and just breathing. Good. Then from here, let's again pitch forward, take the shoulders over the wrist, and come back into that plank position. Let's awaken again the abdomen, the legs. Good. Let's release the knees to the floor, and then again, child pose with that extra stretch going on. Good, let's come up again, hands and knees. This time bring the block a little closer together. And we're gonna rest the forearms on the blocks now. You can interlace the fingers in front of the blocks. Bring your knees a little closer, and we're gonna practice now, in case the wrists feel sore today, or in general, you can practice downward facing dog on the forearms. Let's interlace fingers. Now curl the toes into lift up and practice. It's a variation of dolphin, but here let's feel a little bit of shoulder strength. Pressurize the elbows or the forearms down to the block, then slide forward. And keep moving your chest towards the side. Good. Wrap your outer arm bones back towards the outer rib cage. Your head is just hanging in space. Stay with your breath. Feel that nice lift of the abdomen up towards the hips. And then from there, we're going to repeat, walk the feet back a little bit. Now come into the forearm plank on the block. Lifting and navigating again through the shoulders now. And then walk the knees in. And then again, stretch through, keeping the elbows now on the block, lengthen and stretch. So let's try that one more time. Come up onto the hands and knees. I'm sorry, come up onto the elbows and knees. And then come into a little bit of an arch of the spine again, like a modified cat-cow, taking our booty up. And then pressurize the forearms, curl the toes, and lift the hip bones up. Come back in. Squeeze the outer shoulders into one another so that you brace the joints. Pressurize your shoulder blades a little bit. One or two more breaths. Let's walk the feet back now. Come and levelize out the body. Come in that plane. And then walk one knee in, and then relax and rest. Good. Let's sit up now. Let's remove the blocks off of the mat. This time we're going to practice downward dog. We're going to grab the sides of the mat so you can grip it. And this is another way to work with any wrist sensitivity. So just hold on to like you're on a magic carpet and you're gripping the carpet. Grip onto it, and then now inhale, press into the heel of the hand, come up, downward dog. Good, and just notice the difference in the sensations of the wrist. Keep driving your chest towards your side and open a bit for back. The sit bones are lifting and the outer hips are also lifting, but your legs are active as much as your arms. So let's come high on the tippy toes now and bend the knees and bring your hips towards the heels. And then exhale, lift the hips up and then bring the heels to the floor. Let's do that again. Bend the knees, bend, bring the hips towards the heels, and exhale, lift. So here, strengthening the quads, the thighs. So over time, lift and bend. And then squeeze and lift again. And now release the hands flat, like in a regular downward dog.
And walk your hands all the way back to the feet. Let's come to Uttanasana. Stretch the back of the legs. Bring your hands to your shins, look up halfway. And exhale, fold. Let's walk the hands back to the top of the mat. Come into your regular downward facing dog. Lift the heels again. This time, micro bend the knees and just bring the chest towards the side, really opening the upper back and armpits. Now look at your hands, stretch the front of your throat, and then gently straighten the knees, bring the heels down, and then relax the hips. Do that again. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, straighten, and relax. And now from here, walk your feet to your hands, come to the little baby steps, pull down. And then take your feet as wide as your hips. Let's go ahead and squat down, come into Mala. If you'd like some support in the pose, like say that your heels lift and it's a little bit strenuous on the knees, you can place your block underneath the sit bone and come into a supported squat. Okay? Or if you'd like to practice without, remove it. Good, then from here, let's release and bring the knees forward and curl your toes and sit on the heels, come into Āsana to stretch the heels again. Good, inhale, bring the arms out and take the right elbow onto the left, come into the Gomukhasana arms. So just let the whole back of the shoulders lengthen and open. Lift the elbows up. Good, and then let's release, arms out, switch, take the left elbow under the right. Lift up. Good, let's release. Let's come forward and then let's release the top of the feet, sit on the front of the feet. Good, again, stretching. You can sit with the block in between the heels as well as you're working with opening the feet, the front of the feet. This is also a really good support. Good, let's come back into Virasana 2 again, really opening up the ankles and heels. There's a lot of data these days that people develop plantar fasciitis and a lot of feet issues due to the constriction and tightness in the heels, in the ankles, and the calves. Let's take the right elbow behind. Walk it up the middle of the back. Reach the left arm up and see if you can clap. If you can't clap, it's okay. Just come into a modified variation. If you do have a strap, you're more than welcome to use the strap. Good. If your feet get tired, you can always come onto the front of the feet again, relax, and then come back. Good. Wrap that right shoulder back a little bit. And then let's release. Good. Let's release the toes. Sit. And then if you like, you can come back. Let's switch the other side. Left arm comes back behind. Right arm comes up and reach back. If you can, lengthen the lower back, sit on the heels. And let's release. Good. And let's come forward and then again, relax, sit in Vajrasana. If you were in the other position, reach the hands all the way back. Come into the modified camel position. Reach the head back and open the chest. Inhale.
and exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. And then inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's bring forward and up. Come into the hands and knees again. Gently lift the hips. Come back into the Āsana. And then walk the feet to the hands. Let's look up halfway and exhale, fold. We're going to bend the knees now. Bring the arms back behind you, like chair pose, and then inhale. We're going to sweep up, come standing, and then exhale, move the arms to the side. Okay, we're going to practice Topakadam now, and then we're going to also do the Surya Namaskar. Consultation. Just going to move this camera a little bit up. All right, so this is a practice to help us balance out the two sides of the body. So we're going to stand and first find a point in front of you that you can connect to. And we're either going to keep the feet separated, we're going to do it in a squat position. Let's do both versions, okay? So we're going to first keep the feet separated. We're going to take the left hand and hold the right earlobe. And then we're going to wrap the right elbow in front of the left, and we're going to hold the left earlobe. Okay? And we're going to squat 18 times. So squeeze your earlobes. We're going to inhale, come down. Good, and exhale, come up. And that's one. Okay? Good. Let's begin. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Look forward, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Good. Relax your arms now and stand in Samasthiti. Good. So let's close your eyes, rest, and naturally just relax, standing. Breathe. Okay, good. Let's open the eyes. Now let's do the other variation, which is with the legs, with the right foot outside the left foot. So you squeeze the thighs. So we're crossing the legs and we're crossing the arms. So take the right hand to the left, take the left hand to the right earlobe. Then wrap your right elbow in front of your left and hold it. Good. Focus about 2 meters or 5 feet in front of you. And inhale, squat, and exhale, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. 8 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and that's it. I want one more. Okay, good. So shake it out. I'm just kind of walk around. Good, and then meet me at the top of the mat. And now we're going to move into the classical sun salutation. So we are going to do the full 12. We'll take it a little bit slow so that we don't get too tired. But this is the practice, that's the classical yoga practice, to open all the systems of the body, to flex the back, stretch the hips, and open up the nadis, the nerve centers. So let's begin standing. Come to the front of the mat. Good. Start out in your standing position. So we'll do the classical variation with the arms coming into the front. Okay, so let's inhale, raise the arms up, and we'll arch back. And then exhale, we're gonna fold forward and come down. Come into your forward bend. Let me just position this a little there. Good, from here, we're gonna step the right leg back. Come into low lunge. And you're welcome to use your block if you'd like. If the floor seems a little bit far away, that's in your comfort zone. And from here, we're going to step the left foot back, come into plank position. And then release the knees down and then the chest to the floor. Pause. Push off the toes and come into cobra. So low variation, let's activate the muscle of the back. And then from here, have your wrist right under your right elbow. And let's inhale. Press all the way up with the arms. And then curl the toes, lift up into the downward. Look at your right hand. Step your right foot to the right thumb. And let's come into the low lunge on the other side. Look up at the space between the eyebrows. And then set it up for stepping the left foot up and fold. Good, and then inhale, let's rise up with the arms coming out in front, if that's okay on your back. We're gonna take a little arch back. Good, and then exhale, bring the arms to the side. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take a slight back bend if that's okay. So the back bend's on the upper back. And exhale, and squeeze and fold. Look at the hands and just come down. Complete your forward bend, stretching out the spine. And then lightly step your left foot back. Come into your low lunge. Look up towards the space between your eyebrows. And then set it up for plank. Step the right foot back. And then bring the knees down. And then again, you're bending your elbows right along the rib cage. Keep the elbows off the floor. And just lower your chest down like a push-up. Push off the toes. And then lower your hips to the floor. Slide forward a little bit. And point your toes. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze the legs. Squeeze the back. And then press your arms straight. Coming into a little bit of an up dog. Rock back on your knees. And lift into downward. Then step your left foot up to the left thumb. Release the right knee down. Stretch the front of the hip on the right side. And then let's step the right foot up to meet the left and pull. Complete the forward bend. And let's bend the knees a little bit. Bring the hands behind the back. And swoop up. Watch your hands as you rise up. And you arch back a little bit. And release the arms down. Okay, that's one round. We're going to do 6 of those. Okay? All right, so connect to your breath. We'll go through the postures again, then I'll give you more direction on the breath. Let's go ahead and inhale, reach arms up. And squeeze belly, exhale. Watch your hands as you float down. Right foot back. Arch, look up. So you're in Anjaneya. Exhale, plank. Knees and chest and chin. Inhale, squeeze forward, come into low cobra. Press the arms straight, arch your back, come into downward facing. Or mountain. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Look up. And then your left foot to your right foot. Pull. Good. Then the knees a little bit. Scoop and rise. Let's arch back. And then release. Okay. One more on the left. Inhale. Exhale. Step your left leg back. Good. Stretch. Plank.
Knees, chest. Bring the hips down. Yeah. Good, lift the chest. Stretch up and then back. You're gonna take your left foot to your left thumb. Come in that low lunge again. And then again, you can use your block to support the pose. And then from there, step the right foot up and fold. Then bend the knees a little bit and sweep your arms up. Watch your hands to come up. Punch back. Okay, that's 2. Let's practice 3 more. Now we'll focus on the breath a little bit more. So come standing. Let's inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, bring the arms up. Arch back. Exhale, follow your breath down. Look at your hands, fold. Inhale in position. And then exhale, step your right foot back. Good. Inhale in that deep knee bend. And then exhale, plank position. Inhale, hold the plank. And then exhale, knees and chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. And then exhale in the position. Inhale again. Lift the chest. Straighten the elbows. And then exhale into downward dog. You just hold the position here for 1 breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, step your right foot to your right thumb. Exhale in position. Good. And then inhale. And exhale, step your left foot up. Inhale here. And then exhale, hold. And then even a little bit to come up with the arms flat in front of you. Inhale, breath up. Arch back. And then exhale, release the arms to the side. Good. Left side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale the position, Āsana. Exhale, step your left leg back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale to downward. Inhale, step your left foot forward to the left thumb. Look up and then exhale, step your right foot forward and fold. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, arms to the side. Good, stabilize here. We have 2 more rounds. So let's combine the movement with the breath in a more focused way, bringing our mind to the practice. So inhale, 1 more breath. And exhale. Let's go these next 2 rounds without stopping and look to complete the sequence. So let's inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale in position. Exhale, step your right leg back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plank. Inhale, hold. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Press up and exhale, down. Inhale, right foot steps to the right thumb. Exhale, left foot. Pull down. Inhale, left up. Touch back and exhale. Left side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, position. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plank. Inhale, hold. Exhale, knees and chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Come to up dog. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, left foot sits up. Exhale, right foot sits up. And fold. Inhale, lift leg up. Look at the hands as we come up. And okay, one more round. Good job. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the belly all the way down. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, knees, chest, chin. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot to the right thumb. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot to the right foot, fold. Inhale, right up. And exhale. Okay, left side, left side, inhale, reach. Exhale, hold. Inhale, the position. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, plank. Last one. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps up. Look up. And exhale, right foot to the left, fold. And then inhale, let's run all the way up. Watch the arms. Come up. And then exhale. Let's release. Ooh, come to your breath. Ooh. Okay, so after consultation, let's just do a mini shavasana. So we're gonna bend the knees and just lie down. Place your right hand on your abdomen, left hand on the chest. Okay, so just coming to a mini shavasana after the consultation, building up the energy. Let's balance it out with a little bit of cooling. Inhale into your belly. And exhale out. Inhale into your belly. And then now your chest. And then open your mouth, let it go. Let's inhale into the belly again. And in the chest. And now go a little bit up towards your throat. Now hold the breath. And then exhale. Coming into the three-part breath known as the loma. Inhale into the belly. And then the chest. And then the throat. And hold it. And let it go. Now just release the arms to the side of the body. Give yourself a nice round of 3 natural breaths. Just observe the breath. All you have to do is just, bear witness to your breath, align yourself with the witness consciousness, that observing faculty. Good. And then from there, let's bring the legs together now. Raise the arms overhead, reach other back. And then tense and squeeze the whole body. So think of this, squeeze, tense, the back, the hips, the glutes, the thighs, the ankles, the toes, the upper body. Good. And then just release and become really lazy just for a couple of rounds. Okay, now bend both knees, place the soles of the feet on the floor, and press your lower back down. So lift your tailbone towards the sky. And then bring your knees into your chest, and then give yourself a big hug. Vipada. So the next sequence, we will use a strap. So if you have a strap, bring it out. If you don't have a strap, just we'll modify with whatever you have or don't have. You can use a belt that's a regular belt. You can use a towel. You can use the sleeve of a sweater. Good. So then from there, we're going to extend the left leg on the floor and just hold the right knee into the chest. And then I'm going to go and get my strap. So from here, we're going to stretch the left leg on the floor. If you find that you feel a little bit too tight to do that, you can bend the left knee, no problem. Now grab your belt, place the belt at the middle of the right foot, the arch of the right foot, and have the belt untied. Stretch the right leg to the ceiling, and hold both sides of the belt like you would like a pony. Good, so wrap your shoulders down your back, and let's go ahead and try to straighten and stretch the right leg. Good, pull down on the strap so that the arms are straight. So try not to have the arms too bent. Walk your arms totally straight and as high as they can go without the shoulders coming up or off the ground. Good, and pull on the strap and feel the top of your femur bone of your thigh coming into the socket. You should kind of feel secure. Good, now from here, we're going to walk the hands up and we're going to try to stretch the leg a little bit more. If it doesn't stretch, don't worry about it. What you can do, if you want to increase the stretch, you can bend the left knee. That will help you increase the stretch a little bit. Good, if you can, maybe hold the foot. And then from there, let's lift the head up and then squeeze in. Okay, let's release. Now take the hold of the belt, bring the leg even, about perpendicular to the floor if that's possible. If it's in front, that's okay too. Just do your best. Now let's take both sides of the belt into the right hand and just hold it into the right hand. We're going to open the leg to the side. Take your left hand on top of your left hip bone. Keep the right arm straight. Don't bend it for now, if you can. And then from there, now we're just going to tilt the leg to the right. It's kind of like a pulley and a lever. Keep the left leg strong and try to open the leg to the right. Now rest your elbow on the floor if that feels like more secure. Please do it if that works. Otherwise, keep the arms lifted. You'll get a little bit more muscle action in the abdomen. Good, and stretch and press through the sole of the foot quite strong, of the right foot, of both feet actually. Good, and now use the power of the abdomen to bring the leg up as strong as you can, and now come into half happy baby. So you're going to bend the right knee to the right armpit and bring your hand to the foot. You can maintain also just the grip on the belt if you like. Good, now stretch out the right leg again. And now release the belt, keep the leg up. right? So just take the belt away, keep the leg all the way up, raise your arms overhead. Good, and pressurize your lower back to the floor, feel the lower abdomen engage, and lower the right leg really slow. Take your time. Maybe 10 seconds. Good, now relax, inhale, and exhale. Good, bring both knees back into the chest again, use your abdomen to really use the lift of the legs, that little action. And then from there, hold on to the left shin and stretch your right leg on the floor. Good, coming to the Pavanmuktasana variation with one leg. Now grab your strap and we're going to strap up the arch of the left leg and slide the left foot up and straighten the leg. Come into that perpendicular shape. Wrap your shoulder heads down your back, straighten your elbows, walk the arms up, walk the hands up the strap. And then again, pull down, feel that nice connection to the socket. Now spread your toes and press to the ball of the big toe of the left foot, and then begin to walk your hands up the belt and slowly bring the foot closer towards your head. Maybe hold the foot, maybe bend the right knee to do so. Good, let's stretch the hamstring. Now inhale, lift the chest and awaken the abdomen, stretch the legs. Keep the hips even. Good, and then let's release. Bring the leg back to that neutral position. Take the belt into the left hand only. Right hand goes on the right hip bone. Keep the feet flexed with inhale and exhale. Slowly lower the left leg out to the side. Again, take your time. And if you'd like, rest your left elbow on the floor or keep it lifted. Just open the groin. Press through the soles of the feet again, especially the ball of the big toe. Good. Breathe naturally. But focus on the breath if your mind gets distracted, or you can focus on the asana itself, different points of the asana to help you focus. And then inhale, bring the leg up. And then bend the knee to the armpit. Come into that half position. Good, then release, stretch the leg all the way up, remove the belt. Keep the leg extended up to the ceiling, raise the arms overhead. Use the strength of the quads to keep the leg up. Good, then exhale, we'll slowly lower down, take our time. And then inhale, reach. And then exhale, scoop your hands down, scoop your knees back into your chest. Give yourself another hug. Good, now bring your arms on the inside of your knees, spread your knees out, and then hold the pinky toe side of the feet. Let's come into happy baby. And we're gonna bend the knees just into a right angle, have the knees close to the armpits. Good, and then if you can here, we'll do a variation. We're gonna hold onto the feet. You're gonna also hold the inner feet if you'd like, or the outer feet, and then open the legs up into a V. Open the inner groin. Good. Then from there, join the soles of the feet together. Use the elbows to spread the knees away. Coming into Baddha Konasana. Let's say that again. Inhale, open out into either happy baby or Supta Konasana. And then exhale back into joining the soles of the feet together. Good. And then bring the knees together. Inhale. And then exhale. Drop the soles of the feet to the floor. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Bring your knees together. And then again, inhale into the belly. And then the chest. And then the throat. Hold the breath. And then exhale side out. Again, inhale, navel, belly, chest, and then the heart. Hold your breath. And then exhale, side out. One more, inhale, navel, heart, throat, hold. Exhale, side out. Good. And then from there, let's keep the knees bent. We're going to practice Halasana to shoulder stand. So if you're not accustomed to that practice, what you'll first do is you'll grab a block and you'll lift your hips up. Place the block underneath just above your tailbone, and it can be high, medium, or low. Here's the high variation. Medium would be one size down. You can also have the block wide, if that feels more supportive for your hips. And from there, you're going to hold the front of the block, bend your knees, and you're going to bring your legs up. So this is the first variation that's going to be with support. Okay. Otherwise, if you have the practice of Halasana, we will bring the knees into the chest, and we will bring the feet overhead, hold the hips, walk your shoulders down the back, and then your elbows closer together. Hold the lower back and then the middle back. Keeping the chin to the chest, we're going to just practice your stretching. If you're close to your feet coming to the floor, but it's not quite there, you could be close to a wall or a chair, and you can put your feet on the wall or a chair. Good, let's go ahead and breathe here for a few more rounds. If you're in the position where there's support with the block under the hips, just practice straightening the legs to the ceiling as much as you can. Good, now if you're in the plow pose, have a good grip to the back, and then bring the left leg up and then the right leg up. And now we're in the shoulder stand without support. So my body's not perfectly straight, and that's completely fine. The action is to try to extend it up as much as you can, depending on the flexibility of the shoulders. Good, let's have one more breath here. And now let's all of us, if you're on the block, bend your knees, place the soles of the feet on the floor,
If you're in the shoulder stand, begin to lower the feet back overhead, come back into the plow position. Pause for a breath. And then with care, gently roll down and release the hips to the floor. Those of you on the block position, lift your hips up off the floor with support of the feet, remove the block, and everybody come down. Good, catch your breath. And then from there, let's roll to one side. Let's come up. And we're going to counter pose that to finish off the practice of asana with opening up the back, upper back. Again, like we started. So let's grab a couple of blocks. You can place the first block for your shoulder blades, second block for your head. We're going to lay back. If you have a blanket, I recommend you, or pillow, you can put that on your abdomen. So we're going to lie down. Let's gently counter pose. If you'd like to bring the soles of the feet together, please do. You can place the blanket on the abdomen. If you'd like to just have your legs extended or in a cross-legged position, that's fine too. And one additional option is you can roll your blanket into a tight little roll, kind of a long one, and then wrap it on the front of the shins, underneath the outer hips. Good, and then just lay down, relax. Make sure that you have good support for your upper back and your lower body so that you can come into a full pause, a moment of respite, just coming to quiet. Allow your teeth to just rest softly against each other, no clenching. Even if there's a little space there, be good. Let your lips come together so that you breathe naturally only through the nose. Create space in the nasal cavities by stretching the nostrils. And really integrate the breath moving high, high, high up into the nasal cavity, feeling the nitric oxide illuminating the breathing capacity in the brain. If you notice that any position of the pose is causing you strain or pain or discomfort or distraction, adjust. Make that adjustment. Make the adjustment that feels proper for your body, for your mind, and then come to quiet. And let your temples relax. The back of your tongue is soft. If you are on the back in this position, let the gravitational pull spread your skin towards the floor. Okay, just tune into the rising, the falling of your trunk, of your abdomen, each time that your mind moves into the past or the future. From here, let's inhale deeply and reach the arms now overhead and hold the opposite elbows. So interlace your forearms and just grip the elbows. And let's hold in position here, resting, stretching. And let's prepare to switch the grip. So inhale and reach back again. And then exhale. Switch the arm that's on top and then re-grip the elbows. The upper arm bones relax. Good. Let's inhale again, reach back. And then exhale. Let's release the arms down. Let's close the knees together if you have them in the Baddha Konasana. And then shift your hips to the left. If you're on the block, roll off the block and lie down on your right side, on your right arm. And then reach back and just remove the block from your mat, both of them. And now roll back onto your back and let your back now just rest down towards the flatness of the floor. And let's bring the knees into the chest. Cross your ankles and hold the pinky toe side of the feet if possible. Pressing your heels towards the back of the thighs. Let's switch the cross of the ankles and do the same. And then from there, we're going to rock up quickly. So inhale, keep hold of the feet if you can. And then exhale, let's rock and come up. Let's cross the shins. And let's sit with the hands in the Anjali Mudra. I'm sorry, in the Dhyana Mudra. So join your thumb and index finger. Place the hands with palms turned up. Yeah, sit in any comfortable position that you like. Let's align the ears with the shoulders, shoulders with the rib cage with the waist, waist with the hips. Good, come into that nice straight spine. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Good, just imagine, again, the lotus at your heart center. Look at the colors that you've chosen. Let's go ahead and watch 3 more breaths. And then from there, let's join the palms now in the Anjali Mudra, the heart center. Let's close with the practice of Om, again, breaking the syllables down. We'll chant U, 3 times to conclude our practice. So resting your awareness again at those 3 points, at the belly, the heart, and the throat. So let's inhale, join me together. Inhale again. And one more. Inhale. Okay, let's bow the head to the heart. Cycle 1 long breath. Ooh, and exhale, let it go. Rub your palms together. Place your hands over your eyes. Let's inhale. Exhale. Good, bring the hands out. Hold your gaze just for another breath. And then inhale, scoop your arms up. Reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And then just hold down. Bring your head all the way to the floor. Bow down to the earth. Our earth mother. And then when you're ready, slowly bring yourself up. And I'll see you in the next practice.